All right, and let me sort my screens. Okay, so the way I work is the way we do things here. So I'm going to share in, well, I might as well just, well, no. Share my screen in a second, and I'm putting in the chat links to the step outs. Let me just go ahead and share. Yada. Yes, there we go. Okay. So, and as Susie is asking, so we're doing Hanamar from CZT, I think it's Shie Naritomi. And I said the name rang a bell, and Sandy this morning said she did that Umami one that was just so pretty, like a flowery tangle. It's just gorgeous. All right. Oh, that's funny. But see, there's no dumb questions, because if sometimes we're doing stuff, and and we're thinking one direction, and and it just, I don't know. There are no dumb questions. So yeah. All right. So this one starts off. Well, and let me also say before we start, as some I know are already halfway done. Just kidding. You can work on whatever you want with whatever you want. It's all fine. You can follow what I end up doing or what mom ends up doing, or none, or both, up to you. We're focused on, getting a handle on the tangle itself and then playing with it, of course. So whatever you want to do is fine. And then we show them at the end. So there'll be alerts at, because at 5:02 is when everybody can turn on their webcams, and, we'll show what we do. I'll take screenshots and then show them. Okay, so we start with an orb in the center of wherever you want this to be. And then we have orbiting orbs. This shows 6. I mean, you can do however many you want. And I think Diane, maybe Diane, if you were on, did you say it didn't matter how many? Well, we are pairing them up, but if you end up with an odd number, you just do, we figure it out. It's all good. So I'm going to shoot for 6. And then, see, and there were several little tricky parts. That's why I put this on Tough Tangle Tuesday. So coming from the right side of the orbiting orb, we're going to do an S shape down to the center orb using the takeoff and land concept. And I'll show that. So if you're not familiar, I will show that. And it's just, it's you can kind of see with my red line, we're tracing over one and tracing over the other. So that way you see it's on the perimeter of both. Then we're going to put in orbs in between those. And actually, I thought it was interesting. Who was it? Somebody put them in lower than this. I had made a comment to maybe put them a little above it. Like if you picture a straight line and maybe put them a little above that line, because then it makes for more of a circle. But you could do whatever you want. Doesn't matter. Then from that orb that we just added, we're going to go on the opposite side of what we just did. So this would be on the left side. And again, kind of take off and land, but this one is a crash leg. Yeah, crash leg. Yeah, and Allie, yeah. We use Allie's hashtag, I do what I want. So you can do what you want. Go rogue. It's all good. And then, but we're going to do that, and we're going to stop, like we're going to go midway to, this line, as you can see, that's here, and just stop there. And it kind of, as you see, it kind of creates a backwards Y. Then we're going to aura the entire thing, and that's just with like making a crescent shape with C shapes all the way around, as you can see, dipping down in between the orbs. And I thought it was a funny place to put auraing the whole thing, except for the next part. And and hi Wendy, and it might when we do it live, it might make a bigger difference. But we're going to do 2 essentially upside down C shapes, right? But if you can, you know what? And I don't even know if I want to even say, you can aim to line these up or not, because somebody this morning did one and it was definitely not not lined up. So it was maybe on purpose. And if it wasn't, It was, like, and it turned out really, really neat. So that's just one of those, just don't even worry about it. But so we're gonna do these double C shapes in the Y section. Then the only section that is left open, we're gonna essentially aura the outside lines, of these sections. Let me show you though, because there, this one for sure. Um, if you want to play with it, yeah, some things you have to kind of think ahead. And we had several that did this, and so this is created with some extra steps from here. So we were talking about how these lines are so thin, and so in step 7, when you aura that section, this is where you make that really, really thin. As you can see, it's just when it's all done and there's all the decoration, it's hard to sometimes like see what they did. And then also the added steps were, as you can see here, if you can see where my cursor is, she added hollow bowing this line underneath what was here, where in the step out it just stops. So that's an up to you. And then also in these top bits, she auraed, also, whatever would be visible if these were just big orbs. So that's just extra fun. If you want to have it, it's completely up to you. I just stuck with what the step out did. Maybe I'll try to make it a little thinner tonight. We shall see. All right. So I'm going to stop the screen share since this is well, that way I have one of each except for the translucent. Then I can add that at some point. Wait. What did we need notes on, Allie? Oh, and I'm glad Sammy says it makes so much more sense the second time around. Or it's the wine. Oh my gosh. It's the wine, yes. Oh, okay, yeah, because that's like I did them on the others. So, and however big you want to draw any of these parts is completely up to you and adds to the fun. And then, whatever ends up happening, you just have to go with it and don't worry about it. All right. So I'm going to do. And,
While you were
yeah.
yapping, I went and got a new juicy white pen.
I have to work on that paper that I got you. I have it. I worked on it a little bit, but I just need to like cut it up into.
Oh, you mean the gray and the blue, or which?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
tone. Yeah,
I
I
like
have
it.
others. Yeah, it's just all right. So then, all right, making sure to leave some room at the top, barely. Okay, mine's going to be offset. Apparently,
You're not leaving much room on the
I'm
outside.
not. That's what I just said. I'm going. Well, it's going to go right to the edge. Now, if I can just do it on the other ones, let's see. And as I'm a little bit slid off. All right, so I'm going to do 6. So if we do it, okay, this is 12 and 6. What do I need? 2-ish.
Mm-hmm.
2-ish.
Mm-mm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that looks good.
it's where it is. After you get the other one in, then it's like, oh, okay, that's better. And then, okay. And sometimes it's just called just go. Oh, and it's so
Just
interesting. Do you see my nail marks on here?
Oh, yes, and that's a
It's
new
so
black?
annoying.
Is it
Yeah.
really soft or something?
It's like I don't know if it's Bristol or what. It's like the new stuff. Wait, let's see. Ellie likes your backseat tangling. Cracks me up. Wait, funny you don't look too. I act two-ish sometimes. All right. Now the takeoff and land concept. If you're not familiar, and even if you are, you'll listen anyway because you no choice, unless you're rocking some tunes like Jen is. Um, so thinking of a plane, right? We have our takeoff, our runway and then our landing strip over here. And that just means we're just tracing over the outer edge a little bit. So if you watch, so I'm tracing over a little bit, then I've taken off, and now I'm landing on the bottom orb, but it's kind of like merging in. So I'm tracing over the outside. And now all of a sudden, well, this was, well, not that it won't date me, say I'm weird, because all of a sudden the takeoff, and I have well, the Mackenzie brothers, Great North in my head now. Sorry. Mom doesn't know what that is.
No, I don't. Must be something from you younger kids.
80s, yeah. Someone's gonna write hoser in there. And
Goo,
watch
goo, 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 goo.
and we watched the movie like way later. That's that's so funny. I don't remember that much. I just remember the album that they and I think they played it at the roller skating rink. All right. Oh, that's so funny. Was that on the movie, that part? The cuckoo karoo kook in there. Yeah. Had the vinyl album. Yeah.
Was there anything else back in the day?
Well, 8 tracks
Oh, that's right.
and cassette tapes.
Oh, that's right too.
Oh my gosh, where did I just hear that cassette tapes were coming back? But it was somewhere overseas, I think. Oh, that
Well,
it's like, really? Why?
the flip phone came back, so
Well, that's true. I keep wanting to do this on the wrong sides, and
I
luckily I have not yet.
yeah, that's what I wanted to do this morning, but I didn't. I told myself, do it the
Don't.
right way.
Oh, all right. So there we go. All right. So then, well, actually, I'm gonna start from the bottom here because it's easier. So in between, adding orbs, and so like I said, I'm like if I was picturing maybe a curve line or something, I'm not putting it like in a straight line. I'm putting it a little above, like about halfway, just because that way it seems like it adds to the curve.
And I drew a circle in, so I know exactly where to put it,
Yeah,
which
this
doesn't
is
mean it
true.
doesn't mean it's going to end up any better, but that was my one reason for doing it because the one I did this morning is so off-centered.
But it's neat.
Okay.
All right. Then, so again, well, no, still gonna do it from up here. So now it doesn't matter which one you pick. And hi, Sandy. I'm just thinking if you're just logging in, we'll have you turn your camera off, but I want to give you a minute if you're just logging in because it does give us the option.
So, at this point, Heather, I was noticing a
Yes,
difference. And this is
but I'll
just for
get it.
people, what they
Fix
want to think. When you're
Yes,
doing this next one,
yes.
in your overall design, it makes a difference if you come off and come square perpendicular to that line, or
Uh-huh.
if you kind of make it again an S curve. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's going to make a difference in your overall design.
So let me see. I've got several of every different kind on this one. So like this one, I kind of scooped it a lot more. So
Yes,
then
but it
this
still
then
comes
this
in perpendicular. The
yeah.
next one kind
This
of
one?
goes, yeah, a little bit more down, you know,
Mhm.
so you could exaggerate that if you wanted and just
Yeah.
be consistent with this next one.
Yeah, yeah.
That makes
Or
sense to anybody.
be consistently inconsistent.
Yes, and it really just doesn't matter. So
No. No. But yeah, and that's where well, Sandy, I'm glad you made it on. I'll put the links in there. Um I was actually early changing all of the codes where I was supposed to. And so and then I kept thinking, did I miss one? I think I checked twice. And so hopefully it wasn't anything like that. All right, there's the links to what we're doing. And but yeah, so And I think that this was part of where when Sam was having problems because these all turned out, different and kind of wonky, but it's one of those, don't worry about it. It's, this is depending on how you decorate it. Let me flip to this one. It's just gonna be, it could just be the background and it just doesn't matter. But yeah, yeah, because I was liking this one because, oh, look at, because those looked very nicely symmetrical. This one was close, and then everything else was just like, oh, okay, well, that's interesting. All right. And then just remembering this one, we're still coming on the outside with the take off, but the land
Just
part, let's see, and I'm gonna try to make it, yeah, like that, so that way I have a nice.
okay. And I had mine more curvy at the
Ooh,
bottom,
yes.
so they'll look different.
Yeah. We'll see if I can do it all the same.
I'm liking the white on the black so far.
It does. It looks very nice. And for whatever reason, we have all these other great colors, but the white is just so perfect. As goofy as it sometimes wants to be. Yay! It's always exciting if they look somewhat consistent. Okay. Now, in these sections that oh, sure thing, Sandy. Um, well, and then see, Sammy, you just have to go with it. It's all good. Don't even, when something goes south, you just have to remember what you did and then keep it up.
Or just don't worry about it.
Or just don't worry about it, and it's okay. You can put a Bronx chair over it, or when it comes to the decorating, you can just yeah, do something interesting. All right, so these little sections that we just create. Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, I'm
We do the
moving ahead a
aura,
step. We're gonna
right?
aura, yeah, the whole thing. And so let's see, maybe I should. No, well, no, I want to use this time. I'm going to use the curve of my hand, so I'm moving it over. So on the outside, essentially just big C-shaped curve lines dipping down in between each orb. Ooh, it makes it look like, what is it? An islet? Islet? No. Yeah, yeah. Jelly roll, and I'm using the 10. There's
Just like
the one tangle called
doily.
Eyelet and Ribbon that looks like
Yeah,
this, and I don't, is that what that's, I guess that's what
yeah,
it's just called.
it does.
Okay. And then too, if your lines get a little wonky, you can redefine them and make them thicker afterwards. And it's all good. Sammy is seeing dogs' faces. I honestly, I wasn't even going to say what I was seeing earlier. It wasn't anything bad. I just didn't want to put it in anyone's head. It wasn't dog faces though. And then somebody
Somebody
this
said
morning,
dancing. Uh,
oh,
Somebody
yeah,
earlier today said it looked like couples dancing at some
yeah,
point.
it could look like that too. I saw elephants' faces, and then somebody earlier used gray and pink. And I'm like, well, that's it. It's sunk. I'm done. That's all I can see now. Because there's the eye, here's the big trunk, and sorry. Okay, now in these sections that we created just before we ORA'd, now here's where I thought it was interesting because it didn't strike me until I was playing with it, but we're essentially ORing, and if you can maybe if you try to mimic the same spacing that you have above and just be real careful. Well, sure, I shouldn't say that, but you see how it creates what looks like two uh two donuts. We'll get out of the everything else. I just found it was really interesting. Like, oh, now I understand why she had us auraing around first, because then you can see that better. So we're gonna do that all the way around. But as I said, we had somebody that put this peak way over here and created a really neat flower pattern on the inside. Oh, Joe says it gives them a Muka vibe. Yeah, kinda. Yeah. And this, yeah, it was just, I think this because it has enough steps, and because things, um, one thing keys off the next, that's what just makes it a little, in my book, on the more difficult side. Although, really, with the, nothing really matters, nothing should be difficult. Okay, then last official step is in the big trunk areas. Oh, they could be like muka trees if you kept them going up. So we're gonna aura in here, and so this is where it's up to you. So on my blue one, I kept it on the thicker side and just left it as it was. So these parts hiding. This one I haven't finished yet, but I wanted to go a little bit thinner. And so you could also decide, how far up you want to go, whether you want to add a little curve to this or just, outside of what you have. On the sample, let me go back. Yeah, she started off thicker and then tapered it down. So that's, it's just one of those foods for thought. Oh, and let's see. What shall I try to do? Shall I try to do it thicker and go thin? Why not? It's the one thing I haven't really done. So let's try this. I'm going to start at the top and then work my way down here. Ooh, get it thinner. Okay, got one. Woo! I'm afraid to do two. All right.
Aha. I'm glad I tapered mine like you're doing, only I tapered both of them. So I'm not going to have them go under like you
Oh,
you
okay.
you are probably going to.
I was going to try to do that and see. Yeah.
Because I had another thought.
Oh.
And I separated mine up at the top, and I noticed she didn't. Oh, because she auraed all of before she put her pattern in the middle of those
Uh-huh.
parts.
Wait, separated them. What do you mean?
You see where you have the two donuts are hooked together, all those places. I continued that line in between each one of those
Oh,
to
okay.
make
Yeah,
them
what you
all
did.
separate. Um,
Okay.
but she didn't, I
No.
noticed on hers, but she
Right.
did a real close aura around each one, and then she put a pattern in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm
That's a
just
thought.
trying to decide which I want to do. But I think for what my other intention is, I've got to separate them.
Anyone else see teeth? I saw teeth earlier too. And weird looking, molars or something. All right. Now, in my hindsight, I was like, well, I probably should have, or next time, it's like if I want to continue these round, the donut parts, I probably needed to make them bigger, but it's okay because it doesn't matter. And even if I just left it at that, oh, Sammy sees swans kissing. Yeah, that works too.
You guys are all nuts. I don't see any of that.
Oh, Sharon saw birds this morning. Yeah. Oh, the interest. Yeah, the monster Gossamer. Gossamer from Looney Tunes. Yes, there's another one where it's the one where where Bugs, cut, it's giving him the what do you call it, combing his hair, and he combs it like that. Yeah. Wendy doesn't see anything either, Mom. So good.
They're all crazy. What are they talking about?
Yes, we are. All right. So now, as I'm looking back, ah, Allie says, "Well, we're not denying that we're crazy." Nope. All right. So, like I said, you can stop there, of course, and then just decorate the insides. So Mom's doing shading on the insides. And just so I can throw this in there now, because this is the only one I did shading on as far as the examples. But you can do however you wish. One thought is I put on the say coming from the orb, and if I'm looking at it this way, on the outsides of those two lines, because we have all of this stuff that's tucked in under here, and this is going under here, and so I like to. If I don't know what else I want to do, it's like, well, I'll just start there with the shading, and it looks kind of neat. Now with this, see, and let's see, and I'm looking back at hers. Oh, she just kind of had them going in and then ending however they ended into the center. But mine are kind of all going to the side. Well, I guess I could have them go over too, like that. It works.
Now I'm trying to think, what were all those neat ideas this morning that I wanted to steal tonight?
Hmm. Well, I can put it up on the screen.
Well, then you get everybody inspired, and then everybody will steal it, and
They'll
then
say,
it
"Oh,
won't
I'm going to
be
change
mine to
my
steal.
mind."
You changed your mind?
No, no, no. I said they'll say, "Oh, now I've
Oh,
changed
yeah.
my mind. I want to do that." All right. The advantage of the PM session. Okay, so I'm showing just so you can see all of the beautifulness. Because we had some that went outside a little extra. I don't know. Do you see what you were going to steal?
Yeah.
Lots of prettiness and fun. And while I'm here and mentioning it, whose was it that went? Let's see. Nope, not that one. Oh, it's so funny how it's like you see, and then I don't remember whose it was that I was just mentioning. But anyway, you see. Oh, yes. And hi, Luna. Oh, yeah, lots of prettiness. All right. Yeah, and my other hindsight, if I'm going to do this again and do this aura-ing, just watch how I'm putting this me telling me, watch how I end up having these things angle, because like I have this is kind of swooping out here. It's like, well, if I want it to come down, then I have to play with it a little bit more, but it's okay. Then it just all ends up looking like a tangled mess here in the middle. No, it's okay too. Did I get them all? Oh my goodness. Oh no, I didn't. I missed one. There you are. Okay. Definitely going to have to touch these lines up. All right, now better to look on the screen. I can see it. It looks so much nicer on the screen. You can't really see all of the, well, at least I can't see all of the little lighter parts because the thing, gets a little gloppy from time to time. Let's see. Wait, Jen says, "Oh, perhaps I'll have to show a random tile from some other class because you know me." Jen
We
has
should,
the surprise tiles. Surprise!
we should tell her you can only get away with that once.
Uh, all right, and then it's always the decision of, well, now what? Okay, well, hi, Carla. Jen says, okay, that's it. I'm adding inflection. I'm guessing. Okay, once a month, once in the class, and Sammy is coloring. Good, good, good.
I colored all afternoon. It was fun.
Ah, and I'm just debating. Okay, now what am I doing? Soapstone.
Yeah, I got my
Hmm.
soapstone out too. I um thinking I might like that on this.
Oh, Jen says once a month is fair. Oh,
I bet she's got a stack of them to the side, and she goes through 'em and she says, "This looks sorta like what we're doing today. I think I can put that one in."
or she's oh, she does. Oh, let's see. Yeah, then run into this. I'm not sure what I want to do next. Well, did you hear that?
Yeah, what was it?
Bless you, Steve. Steve
Oh,
sneezed. I just want to see how good is this mic. Uh, yeah, that tangle buck allowance, there's that. Maybe.
now I
Oh,
can't
oh,
figure out what I want to do.
this is where I waste most of my time because I don't know what I do, and then all of a sudden, boom! I get an idea.
Well, while I'm thinking, I'm gonna go do something else, so
Yeah,
because I
because, but okay. Well, Sammy, I hope you can. We should finalize the date, and then at least get that out there and go from there. Since we were talking about it last time
finalize the date for what? Oh,
for our TangleCon,
where does she
we're
oh, is she the one
it's
that's in
in
near
Lansing.
Lansing? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Hmm. Well, I am thinking. Oh yes. Okay. I don't know how well this is going to work. Doesn't matter. Just do it. Oh, should I do multiple colors? Oh, maybe. Oh, you can hardly see that though. Oh, what else do I have handy? What else do I have handy and out? Oh, that's kind of nice. Yeah, stay still. Okay. Oh, I really should have. Oh well. Thinking I should have done it a different way, but that's all right. Like as in the dark color should be in the back. Charlotte says we might need a bigger venue for this year for TangleCon since we've been talking it up.
Well, it'd be almost impossible to have a bigger venue. But you know what I was thinking, Heather, we could have 2 sessions.
We
Just
could.
repeat it like one the next week.
Yeah. Then some people are like, I want to come to Bold because I want to see,
But we would do the same thing.
they want to see their friends. Well, we were also thinking we could get a big, because Mom looks having it at her house, and I think it's fun. And
And we talked about renting a big tent like we did for Heather's wedding in the backyard.
we could do that.
Well, actually, when we did, because the first thing you said is, and then we'd have to rent porta potties, and then,
At least I said,
but
we
we
didn't have.
didn't. When we had your wedding, we had what, 75
Yeah,
people
but
or
they weren't
so.
there for 8 hours either, though.
No, that's true.
Well, thank you, Josie. Are you having to leave us?
Or she
um,
just wants to leave us.
it's like I've had enough of you people now.
Enough
Crazy.
is enough.
Just kidding. All right. Well, we had already talked about some things that we plan to do that would make it a lot easier. So, and a different way of setting things up, different direction, so that way,
Yeah.
it's wider than long classroom style. And Jen wants more cowbell. Yes,
More what?
we will add that in.
Cowbell.
More
Did we
cowbell.
ever?
It's a joke. It's a
Oh,
song.
do I not know it?
No, probably. Was that just a Saturday Night Live thing with Will Ferrell? There's a song that has cowbell in it, and and I think they're playing the song, and then he's like, "More cowbell." That's how I remember it, anyway. Um. Oh, Dora says they had quilting and scrapbooking at state parks, in cabins for small groups and or meeting rooms for larger ones. Wow. Yeah, well, we had the 2 monitors, but yeah, we have to figure that part out, or maybe move a shade or something, or just get a big tent like we talked about. That would take care of it. The glare part. Mm, 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 mm. You all are wondering, why is she just doing it like that? Well, where's my little. Oh, there you are, hiding. Oh, well, Dora might have to check that out for some time. Let's see. So here says, I think I'm missing the inner section. Well, I added did the halibal thing, but let me, so as not to be confusing. Oh, and Mom didn't do it on hers either.
No.
And so if it's the inner thing, it might just be this, which was like step 7. So here maybe, where you're just kind of in this big section here, just actually we're just making it like a V, an upside down V, however you might want it. Is that it? Say, or well, no, we don't want to start later because I think what did we start at 10 or something? Maybe
Yeah.
it was yeah. Well, apparently I'm not going to do any tangling in mine. I'm just coloring. I just realized that. Oh,
Hey, that's
oh,
okay.
oh! You said, oh, good. So here, you simplified it. You did it your way. That's good. You know, at some point, I'm not even going to be able to hold this pencil. And let's see. Oh, sharpener, sharpener, sharpener. Where did you go? There you are. Yeah, I was on the the first two, yeah, were the simplified. Uh-oh.
Did you get something too?
Yeah. Oh, what is this? Oh, Ferndale High School basketball game. Oh, with some friends. Okay. We when for those, yeah, Nathan alert. Yeah. Nathan is my nephew, mom's only grandchild. So if both of our phones go off, that's what it means for those that aren't new.
And I
We gotta
think this
bring him into
is
the fam, you know.
this is probably his first ever real in live basketball game.
Probably, yeah.
I think so. And he's just so cute, sitting there in the blue jeans with his pom pom in his hand. He-
And he kind of looks like he's having fun, or he looks like he's having fun and ignoring that his picture's being taken.
Yeah. The
Like
kid
this,
next to him in green, maybe it was his parent taking the picture or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's neat. Well, he had a busy day. Oh, they're on a winter break
oh, really?
because I don't know if you saw the pictures this morning with his other grandparents. He went
Oh
to
no.
Science Museum and
Oh
another
my.
Lego event at their library
Oh,
today. So he's had a busy day.
fun. All right. Well, that's that. Okay. And let's see. We have a 5-minute warning until the big
No,
reveal. I know.
means I have to hurry up.
You know, me too.
I'm not half done.
Yeah, and I'm not even adding any tangles. Yeah. Joyce says nowhere ready. It, but it doesn't have to be done and complete. It's amazing what ends up getting done. I was thinking about this as I was looking at, what some other people do and and really for an hour, what gets accomplished. I mean, we might all have homework, but it's just absolutely amazing. We should all pat ourselves on the back when we're done. Jen says, "No!" Because and then I was rereading something, and the the idea behind the 3.5-inch tile and this and that is just you could take a little well they said 15. I don't even think I could get a regular tile done in 15 minutes, but
Yeah, you can.
maybe if you knew that if it was just like, okay, I'm just gonna do regular tangles that I have in my head and they're not hard and I don't have to think about it. But that's this is what we do. We just we get a we accomplish a lot of neat stuff in this time. And it's just so much fun. Oh, I guess I need more white on that one. Oh, let's choose the right thing. And I'm just making stuff up as I go here. But it's neat. Oop. At least get the color in, and even if it looks like it's, well, in the screen it's not too horrible. It's not done, but that's okay. One, oh good, one more. And then okay. I like how I have an idea and then I do it for half of what I'm doing. It's like, okay, now I gotta go finish it with the other half. I decided to put some color on the where I was adding the white, but put some color on the perimeter because these are big. Oh, well, I thought I didn't do it for a lot of them. Okay. All right. And let's see. Let's see. Oh, Sammy says, well, good, yours is way different, Sammy. Oh, and there we're starting. Woo, Tom, nice. Nice. And like I said, I'll let everybody know before I take it. I'm just kind of scribbling here. I want to get one with my colorless blender. Oh, it's gonna, okay. It's gonna look interesting. We shall see. Oh my goodness, are these ever cool? Oh my gosh, in 2 pages already? What? Everybody's, getting and I'll have to add that in my mental list to the housekeeping, to be quick on the trigger with the webcam when it gets to be about that time, just because I don't like to belabor everything, but but I want to get everybody's in that wants to get in. Okay, so let me flip to
Oh, look at Tetris. Well, don't look at it yet. We gotta
I'm not
wait.
looking. Yeah. Okay, let me get this new. Okay. All right. All right. If this is everybody, all right, hold them steady. There we go. Oh, I think they all look good. And let's see how it turned. Oh, good. Okay. Okay. Hold them still. All right. Whoops. Wait. All right. I got both of them. All right. Let me save. And get the next one. Yes. Allie, you stole Joe's rogue hat. Oh, wait, and let me just make sure, Diana, did I get yours? That's gorgeous. Let me flip back to, oh, I did, okay. And, well, let's see. Oh, and Lynn, I did get yours too. Okay, so we can, oh, and you're back to, wait. Oh, that's your second one. Oh, that's so neat, Mom.
What?
Oh, I said, yours is so neat. All right, let me turn off my thing and share my screen. And there we go. Okay, well, I'm starting on page 1 this time. for something different. Look at all of this amazingness. Oh my gosh. Love it. And Allie, I'm gonna say yours went rogue, but look at the difference in you can put the dots wherever the orbs wherever you want. And then just go with it, right? Oh, that's so neat. So neat. You know what I love is, and I don't know, if anyone that's been on for, that's been coming for a while, if you have gained courage from seeing what somebody else does, I am just curious to know. Because I know myself, it's just like, I mean, the idea, and just, rosemary alone, it's like, oh, I want to know how to do that. And then we learned, they got Sharon put her hand up. Yep. And, and it's just like, well, we can learn things, and if it's not perfect, so what? And Tedra too. Because I see some like I see lots of hands going up. Yeah. Oh, that is so good. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, these are so neat. Actually, it would be neat to have. Yeah, hands are popping up and down. That's awesome. Um, if you've dated your stuff, or actually, even going back and just to see like the progression, because I noticed some little differences in some people's and in mine, but it's just so interesting. Okay, so let's look. Oh, Bryna, that is neat. Oh,
I'm stealing stuff as we're watching.
oh, and wait. Okay, so that's channeling Joe, channeling Thomas, and so is that Zelda? I get so confused. I can't tell from the hand, but I don't know. I think that's Joe. We are too silly. Well, no, there's not. Is there such a thing as too silly? Oh, and
No.
Diane's, or I said D. Do Russell. Oh, those turned out so cute. I like on the little one that Diane Do Russell did underneath the thank you. I like just the little curve lines, the dots. It makes it look like it's like jiggling with excitement.
Oh, yes, it does.
That's cool. Oh, and Dawn, nice. I love it. And Deb's, oh, that shading. Did you use chalk pencils? The
On
shading is
Deb's,
awesome.
it
On
looks
Deb.
yeah.
Yeah. And Diana's looks like it's on a prepped tile. So
But
pretty.
I love her shine that she's got in there.
Yeah. And making it coloring in that aura all the way around. That is neat. And Diane Rochelle. Wow. I'm gonna be examining those. Well, and Diane Do Russell too. It's like your ends turned out so neat. Mine, well, no,
Well,
mine
and
it's just weird. It's okay.
Diane Rochelle, I'm noticing, and I really like it, how she has the alternating ones going out really far. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I
yeah,
love that. That really looks neat.
yeah.
So they're not lined up perfectly like mine
Mm-hmm.
is because I used a cheaty thing.
See.
And then other people can do it just on their own, like Lynn Fisher down in the corner. But so
Yeah,
there is this thing to say, just do it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
really
Well,
like the look of hers because that
mm-hmm.
changes the whole thing. So if you made every other dot just out further,
Yeah, yeah. Well, and Ellie, I mean, that's what Ellie did here,
yes, she did.
and that's just yeah, neat. And Donna's nice, and yeah, I'll flip to page 2 because just in case. I'm guessing maybe Ellie. That's why Ellie's asking. We'll flip back to this and we'll get the other half because I like what Elizabeth did here. That's so creative. But we'll flip back to that. Oh, and look at Sammy's there. What a nice job you did. And Rosemary. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, that.
She turned
Oh,
it into a flower. It's beautiful.
yes.
Oh, and Rosemary's getting into those earth tones now. That
Nice.
like, you know what it looks like? Twisted taffy, stripes in it. Could be because I'm hungry. Oh,
Do you
Mel's got
send
her
out the
paper.
video?
What?
Oh yeah, yeah, I will. Yeah, well, I don't send it out, but if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, it'll be on later, maybe even later tonight because I have the one done already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mel got her paper plates back.
Love that. And I like the kind of the hollow, the curvy coming out. That just it ties it all in, what's on the inside. That's neat. And Tedra's too. I was just looking at the notes here too. Yeah, Tedra's turned hers into a flower with I like the with that green on the inside and the
Yeah.
so pretty. And Tom's
So
so
here
neat on that reptile.
we can hardly see yours
Oh,
because it's in the shade. You have to
yeah.
post it.
But so pretty. Oh, let's see. Oh, well, and I like what you did on the inside. She simplified it. And what you did just made me realize it's really the same shape that we were doing. It's just elongated on the one where it's coming up to a point. So neat. Oh, look at it. Sharon and Rosemary were channeling each other with those earthy tones. And Sharon P.
Oh
and
yeah.
Sharon from St. Croix. Nice. And Sandy. Oh, look at Sandy Harvey's over there in the corner. I'm flip-flopping them. How nice is that? And then filling in around with the black. That is so pretty. And Phyllis, yours too. Nice. Oh, look at it. And I like what you did with hollowing those ends and just taking it whatever direction it went and not worrying about
Oh
bringing it
yes.
back.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just going wherever it wants to go. Nice. All right. Well, let's flip back. We'll get the other half of page 1. Oh, Patty. Well, let's say because we were talking after last time. Did you get the chance to watch those videos on the on Jem's? Last one was called String of Pearls. Yeah, yeah. Well, if you look, let me go back really quick. It's just use of and Rosemary will use multiple colors, but even if you you just look where that white is, and using the white, Rosemary, I'm assuming you use Prismacolors, but just placing that white. Mine is not finished, but you place the white and okay, yeah, she used the Prismacolor colored pencils, and either colorless blender to blend, or you can use the white also, but there is it's not as hard as we think it is. We just have to be strategic in where we place our, the white, and just, and even because I've done this on some fairly recently, even if you just did a white streak in the center and just make sure it's darker on the outsides, and it's amazing what happens. All right, let me go back to the page 1 and get the ones we didn't get to because they were I was really liking what Elizabeth did here. Just doing it part way.
Oh.
That is so interesting. It's just
Yeah.
like how everybody, say Elizabeth and like what Allie does, and it's just like to crawl into the brains. It just, it's like, oh, but that's what's so fun. And then we start thinking, oh, that's right. Allie does like to go rogue, but it's so beautiful. And Elizabeth Wheeler, oh, so nice. It's interesting. There's a tangle called, it was like giraffe or something, and it looks like well, actually, it looks like just like one portion of these, where it's kind of like a muka frond, and then it's divided in the bottom, and this makes me think of it. And I looking at it for a long time, but I couldn't figure out what to do with it, and so I haven't done anything with it. I'll wait still, but Jen's, it's like, oh, she did not pick something. She got a new one, but I see you were doing work on the one from this morning. Look at that print tops around the outside Oh my goodness.
Mm.
So neat. Bye, Allie. In your rogue hat. We all have to go get top hats. Oh, and yes, yeah. Well, especially at the end. Of course you can, Allie. And I like on Jen's the one from this evening. Look at the rounding on the outside. That's just so neat. Jen's doing the bunny hop. Oh, that's funny. Oh, and look at Joe's. All right, so that is Zelda at the top. Okay. It's a dark background, so I was just thinking, I'm like, no, wait a minute. That's so funny. Oh, look at Joe's Knightsbridge, Mom.
Wait a minute. I'm looking. Where is it?
Oh, his is down here. And good night,
Wait
Wendy.
a minute. Oh, he's just being a smart aleck. Because
Well,
it looks like it continues through the whole thing. Like he
it
lined
does.
up all the.
Joe's just a little bit crazy.
What is that in the other ones? In the open, the other black and white. What is that?
It looks. Can't tell. It looks like what do they call that? An OG shape, where
It looks like fishnet.
yeah.
It looks like those protective things they put around wine bottles when you buy more than one.
Yeah. Oh, it could be Diva Dance on steroids. Oh, Joe says
okay.
Diva Dance. Okay. Yeah.
Was it Diva Dance?
Yeah. But it looks like
okay.
you did it's an organized
it's
Diva
just
Dance.
okay. All right. It's a line dance Diva Dance.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking of because they have that, what do they call it? OG, it's spelled OGEE. Like a reticula. That's what I was picturing and just filled in on the inside. But that's Joe. Oh my gosh. That is just amazing. I mean, and looking at, did you use a cheaty thing with that grid there, Joe? Don't tell. That is just amazing. It is not easy to do, even if you used something to keep your lines going. It's still, even with filling in and whatnot. That's just brilliant.
I'm going to turn my camera on just for a minute because I
Okay.
finished mine more.
Okay. Woo! Here, I'll stop real quick, and then that way everybody can see. Okay, bye, Allie. I will turn off the recording in a second. I have to gush over the last row.
So now it's finished.
Now it is finished. That is amazing.
Okay, now I'm going to turn off my camera.
Okay, and I'll turn the screen share back on.
And actually,
Good night.
All right, night, Roz. We have the psychic connection. And Linda. The echo.
and it's just with her.
Usually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, and it's just so weird because when Linda Talberg opens up hers, it's the same thing. And it's just like certain people. It's so weird. But look at Joyce's down here. Now we are not going to know which Joyce, but it's gorgeous.
Let's see.
Is that our Joyce?
I can't tell.
Oh, yeah. Before you go, Patty wants you to turn on yours again.
What?
Because she wants to see yours again whenever it's convenient. I'll turn off mine. And look at Karen Maxey. My goodness. All right, I'll stop real quick so that way you can see again.
I added dots and I added more
Thanks,
shading stuff. That's it.
Yeah, it's just, it looks like
it looks like a trivet. That's what I kept thinking. It looks like an upside down plate.
Yeah. Oh, so pretty. Oh, all right, Tyler, we'll see you Thursday. And really quick, Kathy's super neat. Look at hers are all. I like the shape of yours are all like puffy. And Laura, nice. And Lynn, awesome. Adding some orbs and other things to the outside. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous work. All right, well, we will say goodbye to the recording now.